Good morning, friends. So today we will talk about first index of a number, finding the occurrence. So this is an image. I have written a note for. So what we need to do is, let's suppose I'm typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Okay, if suppose I want to find the element for number 5. So it will go through the list of all the numbers and which first occurrence given at, it will be given at the output. So then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 will be the output. So what is the logic behind the program? I will write the logic for a different function two ways. For this one is copy and paste in method, that is array of 1 is to n number of natural numbers as seen in the previous example earlier. So first what is the we need to apply the logic here. First, if the 5 is present in the first element, that is 1, we need to write the condition here. Then we need to take the whole element, this has one list. Like traversing through the list, we will get the output. So shall we start this program? And but also we need to know if the list is empty or not. And first base is first element of the list is equal to that expected element, and if the element is present in the small part this side. How we can write this function? First index. First I need to mention a and starting index. This is the S where we need to find the element, and a the input we are going to give out. First we need to find the length of the element. Once we found out the length of the element, if the length of the element is 0, then if L equal to 0, this is the first condition where we want to find any number at the input. We need to return -1. -1 is nothing but empty list. Then we need to compare a of g. If first element in the list is matching with the expected element, so first a of s, if a of s equal to first element s, this is 0, first element s, then we need to return 0 because there is no need to compute all the other algorithm like traversing and consuming a lot of space. So it will return 0 at the index and small part. This is this one equal to a of 0 we already mentioned. We are going to start from index 1 to n. So what will be the output? Output equal to first index, which is where we are going to apply recursion, and small part of what we are going to find. We need not make this one. Yes. What we are going to put into the recursion and the expected element where we need to traverse through the list. Again, after traversing through the list, if first element is not first this one output, this one is we didn't found out the expected element in this one, we need to return the -1, that is empty list. If we found the expected element, then what we need to return is small output +1. That is because we are eliminating this one, that is it is the 0th element. After that first element only we are adding 1 to the current list. So first we want to type output equal to -1 if the element is not present in that list. Then what we need to return is -1. Again, else if the element is present in that list, then what we need to return is output +1. Am I right? Or okay, let's try this one. Okay, we got an error. Let's look out that for that one. So return is outside function. Okay, what is the function? This is the function, right? Okay, there is an error in this part. It is correct. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay, it is correct. Again same error. Okay, let cut this and enter, then paste, then paste this, then try to run this program. We got the same error. So what we need to, okay, so this is the error. We got that. So as per Stack Overflow, you can return from inside a function and not from the loop. So that's why we are getting that error at the same. We need to type the function inside the statement and if statement under the function. If we want to print something, then we can return if it is outside that loop. Since return has no meaning outside the function, so Python raises an error. Okay, I hope I got it. And yes, so let's run the command first to verify our output. But what we need to do first, index of a comma, if we want to find 4 from the list, 4 is 0 1 2 3. Okay, so we got a tree as an output, and that is an expected output. Okay, first I will try to explain in this format. 1 2 3 4 5 6. What happened? Let's try to write it in pencil. According to the logic, first we trying to find out the length of the element. Then using the length of the element, if first element is equal that is this one, we can also type this one. If there is no element in there, this is an empty output, there is no element, then it will return -1. This is the length of the element. If there is no element in the function, this will return -1. The second condition is if this is a of 0 equal to a, then it will return it will return 0 since it is the 0th element. Suppose I want to find element 1 from the expected input. If the function found out that it is the first element in the list, then it will return 0. So if I want to find 4, suppose I want to find a 4 at the element from the list, then what will it will do? Sorry, my handwriting stuck. Okay, it will first print this. Okay, this is the second procedure. Second list order, it will eliminate the first one, then compare these to at this list. It will compare this as a list. First it will compare this one. If it is not it's not compared. Okay, it is if it is not compared to 2, it will cross out and it will try to find the element from this side. Since 3 is not equal to 4, then it will cross out, and finally if 4 found the 4th element, this will be clear for you. 3, 4, 5, 6. Again and I'm going to drag this. Again I'm going to type it 4, 5, 6. This is the expected element, right? Okay, and what it will return, since it is the 0th element of this list. Okay, since we know from the algorithm itself, if L equal to 0, it will return 1. That is one first condition. Second condition is if we want found any output, it will return -1. This is the second condition. So what we got is it will return 0. It will return 1. Then what we got is output plus 1. Output plus 1 is nothing but the element output. Currently the output value is 0. Then it will add plus 1 in the second loop, and it will add plus 1 in the third loop, and it will finally give out the output. So this is the 0, this is the first part. We will give it second, and it will give out the third. So this is what we get an output at 3. This is an expected output. As we saw from the program itself, we got a 3 has an output. Using 4 has an index to find the element in the list. Hope you got this point. If you haven't, if you still have a doubt from the program, you can still comment in the comment section below. I can happily clarify your doubts in the comment itself. Thank you.